A Chinese lab just shipped a model with nearly 3 trillion parameters, and you can download the whole thing. It's called Kimi K3 from Moonshot AI, the largest open-weight model anyone has ever released. It went live yesterday. Here's the part that got my attention. It runs at $3 per million tokens in, 15 out. Claude Fable 5, the model it's measured against, charges 10 and 50, so Kimi is more than 3 times cheaper. The title says it beats Fable 5. That's half true, and the honest half is the interesting one. On raw intelligence, it doesn't beat Fable. It trails the very best by about 3 points, but it beats Opus 4.8. It beats GPT 5.5, and it wins 2 of 6 coding benchmarks outright, and it's open. The weights land on Hugging Face on July 27th under a modified MIT license. So the real story isn't Kimi beats Fable. It's that the gap between open and closed just shrank to 3 points. For years, the frontier was a walled garden. This is the first time an open model walked up to that wall and knocked. A third of the price, 3 points behind the best, and open source. Those 3 facts together are the whole video. So let me show you where it wins, where it loses, and why $3 a million rewrites the math for a whole team. Under the hood, K3 is a mixture of experts model. Nearly 3 trillion parameters total, but for any single token, it only wakes up 16 of its 896 experts, so it's enormous on disk and lean when it actually runs. That's how you serve a 3 trillion parameter brain without a supercomputer answering every keystroke. The headline trick is called Kimi Delta Attention. It's a hybrid linear attention scheme, and the payoff shows up in long context. Moonshot measured up to 6.3 times faster decoding once you're deep inside a million token window. If you've ever watched a long chat slow to a crawl, that's the number you actually feel. The second piece is called Attention Residuals, a drop-in replacement for the residual connections every transformer uses. Moonshot claims about 25% better training efficiency for under 2% extra compute. Small print, sure. But it's the kind of unglamorous engineering that lets a smaller lab train a bigger model on a tighter budget. It carries a full 1 million token context window. That's the full million, 1,048,000 tokens to be exact. Roughly a mid-size codebase, or a shelf of books held in memory at once. And it's priced flat across the whole window, no penalty for filling it up, which is not something every frontier model can honestly say. It also sees K3 reads images and video natively, not through a bolted-on adapter. For a coding and agent model, that matters more than it sounds. An agent that can look at a screenshot of a broken layout is playing a different game than one that only reads text, and it ships in 2 flavors. K3 Max is the everyday chat and agent model. K3 Swarm Max is built to fan out, to run many copies in parallel on one big job, the way a real coding agent spawns a dozen subtasks at once. Moonshot is shipping an agent engine here, not a chatbot. None of this came out of nowhere. K3 is the 4th act of the Kimi story, K2 last summer, then K2, 6, then K2, 7 code this spring, each an open release shipping at the close lead. K2 already scored 66 on SWE-bench Verified. K3 is that same curve, extended past every other open model alive, and Kimi isn't alone in this. DeepSeek, Qwen, Z.AI's GLM, Minimax, a whole wave of Chinese labs has been shipping open weights while the American frontier stayed locked. What makes K3 the headline is size and score. At nearly 3 trillion parameters, it's the biggest of them, and now the strongest. If this feels familiar, it should. It's the DeepSeek moment again, scaled up, an open model landing close enough to the frontier that people stop asking is open good enough, and start asking why am I paying 5 times more? And it's pointed at one thing in particular, long horizon work. Not a clever one-liner, but a task that runs for an hour, read the repo, make a plan, edit 20 files, run the tests, read the failures, fix what broke, and try again. That's where most models drift and fall apart. It's exactly the loop K3 was trained to survive. So how smart is it, really? This is the part one care about most, and I want to be straight with you. Independent testing from artificial analysis, not Moonshot's own numbers, puts K3 at 57 on their intelligence index. For reference, GPT 5.5 sits right around there. Opus 4.8 is alongside it. GPT 5.6 Sol is 59, and Claude Fable 5 tops the chart at 60. Sit with those numbers and the headline softens. K3 does not beat Fable 5 on overall intelligence. It trails by 3 points, and trails GPT 5.6 Sol by 2. If you want the single sharpest model on Earth today, this isn't quite it. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But intelligence isn't the only axis, and on the one that matters for agents, the story flips. On GDPval, a benchmark of real, economically valuable tasks, K3 posts an ELO of 1668. That's above Opus 4.8 at 1600 and well clear of GPT 5.5 at 1494. Fable still leads at 1760, but an open model is now in that bracket. And in Moonshot's own coding evaluation, K3 won 2 of 6 programming benchmarks against the top proprietary models. Not all 6, 2. But an open model beats Fable and GPT on 2 of 6 coding tests is a sentence that did not exist a month ago. A year ago, it would have sounded like fiction. Here's my honest take on that 3-point gap. For the hardest, most novel problems, it's real, and you will feel it. For the other 90% of the job, refactors, tests, glue code, agent loops, you won't. And that 90% is where most of us actually live. Which brings us back to the number that actually moves teams. $3 per million tokens in, 15 out. Now line that up against Fable 5 at 10 and 50, and the picture is stark. You're paying roughly a third for a model that lands 3 points behind. That's the trade on the table. Artificial Analysis ran a full task cost comparison, the real bill to finish a fixed set of jobs. Kimi K3 came in at 94 cents. GPT 5.6 Sol, doing the same work, cost $1.04. So the cheaper open model was also the cheaper model to actually get the work done. And if your workflow reuses context, the way every coding agent does, rereading the same files over and over, cached input drops to 30 cents a million, a tenth of the sticker price. For an agent grinding on one repo all day, that single line is what decides whether you can afford to let it run loose. Put it in real terms, a heavy day of agentic coding can burn 20 million tokens. On Fable 5's output rate, that's a bill that makes you flinch. On Kimi K3, with caching on the input, it's closer to lunch money. Same shape of work, same repo, same tests, just a fraction of the invoice. Now the honest catch, because there's always one. K3 is not cheap by Chinese model standards. It runs 3 to 5 times pricier than Kimi K2, 6 did. Moonshot is done racing to the bottom on price. But against the model it's actually chasing, it's still a flat-out bargain. And then there's the part no closed model can match. On July 27th, Moonshot puts the full weights on Hugging Face under a modified MIT license. Nearly 3 trillion parameters, yours to download, run, fine-tune, and keep. That's not a demo. That's ownership. Contrast that with Fable 5. Back in June, a US export control order pulled it offline for days. The best model on the planet switched off by a directive. You can't switch off a file that's already sitting on 10,000 hard drives. Open weights aren't just cheaper, they're durable. This is the shift the whole industry has been bracing for. For 2 years, the case for closed models was simple. They're just better. And they were. That was a real, defensible moat. But when the gap narrows to 3 points, the open one costs a third, and you can host it on your own boxes. Just better stops being enough to justify the lock-in. So who is this actually for? Teams running coding agents at scale, where the token bill is the budget line that hurts. Anyone who needs a frontier-class model on their own hardware, for privacy or compliance or plain control. And every developer who's tired of a model they depend on being one policy change away from going dark overnight. One more caveat, and it's a fair one. As of today, the weights aren't out yet. The 27th is the date, and until then, you're on the hosted API like everyone else. And when they do drop, nearly 3 trillion parameters is not something you run on a laptop. This is frontier hardware, or a serious cloud bill. You don't have to wait for the weights to try it. K3 is live right now on Kimi.com, in the Kimi API, and on Open Router, priced exactly as we walk through. Point your coding agent at it, run one real task, and watch the token counter instead of the leaderboard. So, does Kimi K3 beat Fable 5? On raw smarts, no. On price, on openness, and on 2 of 6 coding benchmarks, absolutely. It's not the best model in the world. It's the first open one that gets to stand in the same room for a third of the money. 4 numbers to walk away with. Nearly 3 trillion parameters, 57 on the intelligence index, 3 behind the leader, $3 in, 15 out, a third of Fable. And July 27th, the day you can download it yourself, the model was the moat. That moat is now 3 points wide and open. Try K3 on your own work before you judge it, and tell me what you find.